stars a million miles away. Messy.
Yeah, you be 10 toes down, we been some big step all underground knock holes straight terror, like up your hair, gotta go hello, straight terror.
Give me 1 second.
Complete. What if? What if what? Loki? What if what? What if we went to? What is it gonna be? What's it gonna be now? You there, partner? Be there, partner? You there, partner? You there, partner? Complete that question? I don't know if I want to, then. Here, low-key OG. Top nachos with the bros with the nylon. Straight terror. Product of the ever. If no one died. Alright, I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be here, low-key. I'm going to get dinner. I'll be right back. Then we'll play some bids.
Yeah, I remember how the kid was pressing charging.
Yeah, maybe you're just like, maybe it is fine. And then yeah. It's a good point. It's pretty fucking self-aware too. Yeah, you're gonna find out either way. Yeah.
There's no way to figure out.
Yeah.
And later on that she was doing shipping before, but
Yeah, and that'll be that. You'll have known, and if she doesn't tell you, then she's a bitch.
they do it. But I'll call. You're a bitch.
People need to know when they fucked up. I think she just do it. Yeah.
I'm like, damn, dude, that's crazy. You had something great going with me, and now you lost it.
Yeah.
I'm a great guy, and I'm a great boyfriend.
Yeah.
This would be wild.
I just wrote this girl a final letter to her. Like, I never wrote her a letter before, but I needed to have like my send off. Like, you know, she fucking broke up with me, and I didn't really get to say. I mean, I got to say what I got to say, but I didn't get to be like. I didn't get to let her go. You know.
Yeah.
She got to let. I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter to her, and I don't know. Maybe I won't give it to her at all, but it definitely like made me feel like. Yeah, and get it away from me. You know. Like,
Writing down. That's something I've been wanting to do more. Writing your thoughts.
yeah. And understanding that your emotions are not your emotion. Like your emotions are not who you are. Like you're just looking. You're just looking at them and almost like looking at them like you would. You're sitting at like a pub and you're looking at like a girl or like girls. You know, like they're not. They're not you.
You're just quick reaction.
Yeah. Exactly, because you're not depressed. Like you're not like you're happy, but you're not like you aren't 100% happy all the time. That's like not who you are, you know.
Yeah.
Or like sad or depressed, you know. Like you're not 100% in your emotions all the time. It's tricky.
Yeah. Yeah. You are definitely some like 30-year-old.
Is that what you
Yep,
do?
that is-
Cheesy. Yeah. That's fucking sick. What's the job? That's nice.
Really close by.
I'm sure.
Yeah, she like working close to the gym and it does work well.
It sounds like she's just like taking it slow, you know?
Yeah, I just feel like taking it slow and just like radio silence or whatever. You know?
Yeah, and also some people are just really fucking bad bad texters. I don't know, like, but that's not a good excuse either. Because if you like somebody, you're gonna make the time. But she does make the time. Clearly.
The texting thing is like.
Well, yeah, it's something that you'll like. You'll talk to her about, you know.
But like the way I can do is like.
Yeah. Dude, even for that, some people some people that's too much, which is weird.
Yeah.
And I don't get that though. I'm like, dude, I'm just like, hit me up once a day, but just like let me know how you doing, you know, like.
I think what I like is like, because this is something you do more when you're dating. Good morning and a good night. You know, like, yeah, the day, like, say good morning, good night.
Yeah, that was something. Is that a red flag? Because that was something that Sylvia told me. She was like, that sounds too controlling, and I was like, girl, I'm not trying to control you. I'm just trying to. Yeah, I was just like, can I like text me? I was just like, text me out like when you get home, or like text me, like whenever you want, you know. Like, yeah, but I mean, I feel like the right person would want to, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely. Only wanting to know when someone's a drink or gets home safe.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Heartbreak? What's up, Heartbreak? Are you behaving yourself? You behaving yourself? Yeah.
I want to see your fucking location, so I think.
No, that's different. That's fucking weird. Yeah. And she had her location shared with me. Like, she trusted me. Like, it wasn't like that. And I never like once thought about like she would cheat. Like, one time, I don't know. Like, there was times where I'd be like, she was like, because Jared's a boy, you were more sus about him hanging with me. I'm like, no, yeah. I mean, no, but yeah. Now that you say that, but even. No, but just like we were gonna say, like, there's a thing about when your girl is hanging around another man. Like, I know men, and I know what they think. Like, you know, like, I don't know about Jared, but she's mighty fine. And you guys have been friends for a while. Like, that seems really weird to me. Like, ooh, yeah.
And like you're the one thing, you know, one-on-one.
Yeah, but I mean, they're friends. And he's like, I mean, he's gay. That's weird, but oh god, that's true. He ain't gay. He's not gay. And his girlfriend just broke up with him, or him. So like, it was just weird timing.
Yeah, very weird. Yeah, weird.
Right when all that happened, she switched. You know, it's weird.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a red flag.
He came to the gym one time. He was coming to the gym. He came to the gym. Never came to the gym again. I never saw him again. And he didn't hit me up. Like, I texted him on Instagram. Never hit me up. He didn't know my message. You know, like, it was just weird, you know?
Yeah.
And then I saw his mom at the Blackbird Cafe. And I was like, yo, what's up? Have you seen Jared? She's like, yeah, of course I've seen Jared. He's my son. Like, and I was like, oh. Like, I texted him and he's I haven't seen him for a while. And I was like, have you seen Sylvia? She was like, no, I haven't seen her in a while. Like, weird, because they're friends, you know? So, it doesn't really matter, but it was just like, there's certain things.
It's a weird, insecure thing. It's like, a woman, like a lot of women like the attention to one of the things are like, oh, being insecure, but
Yeah. And I don't fuck with that. That's hard. But the right girl won't do that. Like, Sylvia would like that. I would get jealous. You know? That's weird. Like, I don't know if it was a turn on for her, but like, it was weird. It was fucking weird. She was like, you don't want. Yeah. That's really disrespectful. She didn't understand. Like, there was some shit that we talked about with like flirting and like. I was like, well, do you consider? She was telling me like what she considers flirting and shit, like what she considers cheating. She was like, flirting is not cheating, you know. And I was like, it depends on it, you know. Like, she was like admiring somebody and telling somebody that you admire them is not like cheating. And I was like, oh. But yeah. Yeah, but like you're admiring them, and then what is that gonna lead to? Like you're sending those messages, and then that person's gonna wanna like fuck you, you know, like yeah. But yeah, but that's also really weird. Like yeah, like boundary wise, yeah. Yeah, I guess you saw it like that, but like
you wouldn't do the same, and display the same affection that you would to your boyfriend, even remotely, like even the most ridiculous.
To somebody else. Yeah, exactly.
It's weird. It's like being flirty with a chick. It's flirting the same way with a chick, like you didn't play this way, like I wasn't enough. No.
They were scared as fuck. Heartbreak, we're gonna talk in a second. That's
So like.
you mean dude, is it? Yeah.
Like you said, man, even if it's with the thing, it's still disrespectful.
It's still. Yeah. But then, dude, she said that, and then I was like, she was like, Sylvia, I was like, Sylvia, I don't know if I can trust you yet. And she started smiling. She started like laughing, like straight up laughing. She was like, I don't know what to tell you, you know? And that was. But what the fuck, dude? Like, why me? Like, why does it happen to me? Like, well, then, like, was I like not good enough? Like, what the fuck? Like,
no, it's not you, bro. It's her. She's not a good girl, bro.
apparently, yeah. It's fucked up, isn't it?
Notice these things. Like, why in a relationship?
Dude, saying this out loud is like, this sounds like abuse.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, she's like a manipulator.
Yeah. This new girl better not do this shit. She doesn't sound like one. She sounds like a nice person.
There's only gonna be something around me. It's gonna take one. I'm looking at it. Sounds like I don't think you lucked out, bro. I feel like if I would have lasted anyway. More. It's gonna be really good over. It's like it seems like one of those people.
What is that? What is a girl boss?
People play the same role. And it sounds like when women try to play that role, leading and stuff, they will just kind of do things.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Like, I straight up didn't know if I could trust her right there. Cause like what she was saying.
I told this chick, like, I told
Weird.
Izzy right off the rip.
It's weird.
Like, yeah, I told Izzy right off the rip. I was like, listen, like, I'm just gonna say this to you, like, just as a respect thing. Right off the rip, so you know what you're getting into. Like, I told her, like, right off the rip, I'm gonna hang out with you. I'm gonna spend time with you, but when push comes to shove, I can't skip my training. I can't skip work. When I gotta do the shit that I gotta do. And I can't have anyone holding me back on that. So if there's a point in time where you're gonna ask me to skip, I'm gonna tell you no. But if it's for your birthday or something, or like something, a good event, or like dinner with someone, then yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing.
Maybe.
But like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I would. Obviously, for something important like that, I absolutely would. You know, these are different days, and I get it. But like, if it's, you know, if it's just you want to hang out somewhere tonight, and I'm training, doing my thing to set myself up for the future, then I'm not gonna skip. Sorry.
Yeah.
You have to know training.
Exactly.
Hey, give me like 2 seconds. I gotta pay this counter.
Uh-huh.
Good.
Awesome.
Hey, I'm just getting a protein shake and a drink from the store across the street from my parents' house.
Which soda? That's fair. That's fair. Like when people are doing a little bit extra.
People, I mean, most of the time, like, contact, they'll see a lot of it. Don't be like, like, I need some guru that's like, I need 10,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking
You might make a couple of hours.
He's selling them bullshit.
Yeah. You know, getting physically, you get yourself physically fit, mentally fit. We're like a 3 point.
Yeah.
So, we're like the just starting to get a good grasp of the mentality part. The physical part, I'm obviously related to.
Yeah.
And it's the finance part, dude.
It's been the finance for me for a while, and I gotta get on that shit. Financially, like, literate. You're pretty financially literate, and I gotta get financially literate.
Hostiles are contesting the HQ. Headquarters. HQ is offline. Locating next objective.
Yeah.
Would be probably just letting it.
Next objective located.
Okay.
Move to secure.
Yeah. I think, dude, I don't know. I really wanna like.
Headquarters online. Secure the objective. Hostiles are capturing the HQ. The enemy secured the HQ. Enemies contesting the objective. Clear their asses out. Hostile UAV established overhead. Hostiles are contesting the HQ. Enemies contesting the objective. Clear their asses out. We're taking the enemy's headquarters. Hostiles are contesting the HQ. Enemies contesting the objective. Clear their asses out. We're securing the enemy's HQ. HQ is down. Stand by for next location. Enemy UAV inbound.
This
New
one
HQ
eye.
located. Move
What's
to the
your
objective.
fucking...
HQ is online. Capture it. The enemy's taking the objective. Sitrep, LDPR incoming. Hostiles have taken the headquarters. We're taking the enemy's headquarters. You gonna let a bunch of company assholes beat you? Fight back, damn it!
Commence care package delivery.
HQ is offline. Locating next objective. Next...
Yeah, she's not. Yeah. Eddie! Eddie! Hi, brother. I love you, bro. Know that. I love you. Yeah. You too, Eddie. I hope we're doing good too. Yeah. They always be wild. And she was like really, she liked the club scene and shit too. You know? Like, she liked to, like, she went to Vegas and stuff, and I was like, yeah, like, I don't really, be honest, like,
People really don't change. Like, they just take the dopamine. It's quick dopamine doses. Some other dudes and stuff, they that porn.
like, that's fine with them because they don't want anything deep.
Advertising those little cases, they are not quite right.
Yeah.
They are good enough to be with the one of their value.
You too. You too, Eddie. I love you, bro. Hope everybody's doing great. Yeah. But it's just weird that this girl like was developed like I don't know if you know like Louisa May Alcott and shit, but like you're right. Like her whole life has been like women's rights, woman activist. Like her mom's like a big feminist. She's a feminist. Like it's not a bad thing, but like she's really pro of that. Like that's her thing. What? Painted?
I think it's so stupid. I think it's so over.
Diluted.
You know, all over the make a white people. Like, woman, okay?
Yeah.
Kill confirmed. Green light. Go, go, go.
Hostile Semtex. Ruin Semtex. Incoming Semtex.
I don't think the identification switch will, to be honest with you. I think it's up and down a lot.
Enemy spring mine.
Hostile scout pulse in your AO. Enemy scout pulse detected. Archangel going hot.
He's ready to go now. He's the biggest pump of his life. He's got essentially top 5 of the game. Could be an average. Well, no. The biggest fight.
Eyes on enemy. Stay down.
Located shock tower.
Alright, what's up, Heartbreaker? No people. No one's getting everybody, alright, man?
Enemy grenade.
Backup's not coming. You want to get out of this alive? Better step up.
Tagged in back.
Jet call. Enemy watchdog helo inbound.
Enemy in the open. Flashbang.
You fucking me? Activate task protocols. Get your asses back to base.
Got it. How about now? Is it better? Heartbreak, no more hitting people.
This place is beautiful. It's amazing. You know?
Now I'm quiet.
I really miss it, you know.
How about now? How about now? How about now?
The beautiful weather, the beautiful beach, and the nice people, and we were able to go home this Saturday. We don't really do
What kind of skin is
side by side, especially. So,
Patty the Batty.
Excellent fight card, of course. At the top, we've got featherweights Volkanovski versus Lopez for the vacant title. Lightweights Chandler and Pendler are going to clash in our co-main event. And with that, now we welcome in Michael Chandler and Patty Pendler, the two gentlemen in our
Patty the Batty.
Excited to have you guys.
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Michael, I'm starting with you. Real quick question. What's your approach in this fight?
Oh man, I've been doing this for so long. I'm excited to go out there and put it on the line. I'm looking at Patty like he's the most dangerous guy who I could possibly face on April 12th, even if he is self-proclaimed, looks like a 16-year-old boy, but he doesn't fight like that. And we're going to go out and we're going to put on a show for the family. Mike Chandler has had
That's good, Loki.
his career. When you look at the straightforward style that he brings into the octagon, what part of that style do you think plays into your favor? I think I'm going to make it what we do. Play with my style, but I think anyway, like one of them. To be honest, the only way I really did I got it with a big crazy wild shot on the chin. And I did it all now. I just don't get knocked out. So there's no way that's happening. I plan on April 12th to prove who I am, one of the best lightweights on the planet. And Scousers don't get knocked out apparently, but they've never been hit by the likes of me. I'm really, really excited to test his chin. I'm excited to test his heart, his metal, and we'll see how it plays out. All I know is the fans will be the beneficiary on April 12th. We'll come to steal a show.
Co-main event of UFC 314, Michael Chandler, Patty Pendler. Thanks so much for joining us here on UFC Live.
It's not fought anybody like me, by somebody that absolutely fight and take that game. See what happens. I'm tuned up. I'm ready. Focus for it. See what's good. He wants to make a statement and show that he's still one of the top lightweights, but I'm not going to show everyone that I'm one of the top lightweights. The old guard to get replaced with the new guard.
What should we play, bro? Trying to play like a racing game.
He's just been to go on.
Loki's got me on that move.
He will be five, and he's so relaxing out for me. The most important thing for this time is to enjoy the moment a good time with my team. I think I can finish the ball.
Yeah. It's actually not your depression. Like, yes, it's your depression, but you're not your depression. It's just emotions. It's normal. Emotions are just like you're sitting at like a pub somewhere and you're just watching people walk by. That's what emotions are. You're just passing by.
You ready? Go straight back with the kick. Boom, straight back, straight left. Boom! There it is. KO. It works 99% of the time.
Really does.
KO. Boom, straight back, straight left. Boom. You ready? Go straight back with the kick. Boom, straight back, straight left. Boom! There it is. KO. It works 99%.
You're not. I do too. So it's a very slippery slope. Trust me. I feel that. But yeah, like I said, you're not your emotions. Your emotions are just things like passing on. And because of that, it helps you distance yourself from it. Like you have to distance yourself from your emotions because, dude, you are you. You know, like you are who you are. Your emotions and your thoughts are just part of flowing vast universe. You know, like it's kind of crazy.
Of the time.
Really does.
99% of the time. That's probably a wrong statistic, but I'll throw it out there. Always wanted to come to Miami, so it's good to be here. I'm looking forward to seeing the place. It's flooding here, obviously. It's good to be back. Dangerous opponent, Mike. The new blood, the new generation. It's what I want right now. I'm trying to prove that I'm still
the guy. I'm sure the best in the world, not to beat this the new school, the new generation. He's going to come aggressive. That's his best chance. Dangerous means matches will be fun. But you come aggressively like that, especially with what I plan on doing. Things are coming hard right back at you. So I think everyone's in for a treat with this one. Looking forward to go out there, doing work, getting my hand raised, and then celebrate properly. Properly enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the whole process, especially once I get the victory. UFC 314, I'm back. Two-time champ Alexander the Great Volkanovski. Alexander, once I get the victory. UFC 314, I'm back. Two-time champ Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Absolutely. Love you, bro.
Keep talking to me. Keep talking to me. Let me know what's going through your head right now. Hi everyone, Donut here. Today's video is going to have a little bit of everything. We have a SWAT sniper that takes a shot that goes into the one-tap Hall of Fame, pipe bombs going out in an action footage, and the lady cop fighting for her life. We have a lot of once-in-a-lifetime events caught on camera, so stick around. But first, a word from our sponsor, Manscaped. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce the Smooth Sack Summer. When you're playing in the summer sun, make sure you're groomed from pubes to bun. Thanks to our friends at Manscaped, you can make this happen. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the ultimate bundle to keep your boys downstairs cool while looking hot. It has everything you need to prepare that summer vibe. Inside this package, you'll find the MVP, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. This little guy right here that I've already opened up. Not to use on myself. It has two interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blades. One for taking a little off the top, and a full blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. Or wherever you want to go smooth at. It also features dual LED spotlight. That provides better visibility in multiple skin tones. Dark nuts, light nuts, doesn't matter. 3 neat-setting combs. And oh, did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Beach, lake, or shower. This razor will defeat even the wildest brew. You got some pesky little nose hitters? That's why there's the Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose spray trimmer. It's waterproof, cordless, and rechargeable. Here's the kicker. It's also built with skin-safe technology. Guess what? Smooth Sack Summer gets even better. When you purchase the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, you get 2 free gifts. No, they're silky.
Damn, bro.
They also do it. It's your ultimate grooming command center, a perfect place to keep all your grooming gear organized. Don't miss out on Smooth Sack Summer, boys. To get all this cool stuff, all you have to do is go to manscaped.com, use the code DONUT. That gets you 20% off, free international shipping, and the 2 free gifts that we talked about. Make your Franken beans very smooth for the summer tonight by going to manscaped.com, using the code DONUT. Let's do shooting. For our first video, it's gonna have a lot to do with Florida Man. We know a lot about Florida Man around here. This is some award-winning shooting out of a Florida SWAT team. I'm not kidding. Dude actually won an award for this SWAT. Yeah, I'm talking about this stud right here. Yeah, gotta see this guy. Fort Myers, Florida, February 6th, 2024. This video, he decided to rob a bank in the least acting around his state and the least acting around his country. It obviously didn't work out because he ended up in a full-blown hostage situation. At one point during negotiations, he became physical. He started to put one of the hostages in like a headlock, and he had the knife to the throat. You can barely see it there in the surveillance footage, but he has a knife to a female's throat and has another female hostage. At that point, you need to call in some shooters and negotiators too, I guess. They'll shoot at stores. They'll be able to help you with that. 100% yours. Come on, Alabama Chief. Keep talking to me, right? Keep talking to me. Keep talking to me. Let me know what's going through your head right now. What concerns you have? I want to make sure you're the most relaxed. While the negotiator was trying to response from the suspect, the SWAT sniper was busy using one of his teammates as a tripod to set up for a pretty gnarly shot, the one we were talking about a minute ago. I'm not sure, but it looks like they had to have practiced this at least once before. It's too perfect. Problem is, there's a computer monitor in the way. You're about to see that the old 308 doesn't give a crap about a computer monitor. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Beautiful shot. Once again, I'm sitting here laughing about people being shot, but when they deserve it, I really don't feel that bad. Let's say I'm the hostage taker, right? Sorry, just spoiling this already. I'm the hostage taker, hostage here, computer monitor in front of you, much like there is right now. The sniper shot through a computer monitor, hostages on both sides, hit dude in his forehead. I just get back to those hostages. That's a little bit of trauma there. They might have PTSD. But I especially feel bad for the janitor that had to clean up all of that brain matter on the back wall, probably on the ground. But that's how life is when you want to take two females hostage in a bank. Also, I need to know who made that computer monitor. What brand is that? It took a 308 and didn't even blink. After the bad guy's head turned into pink mist, SWAT threw in a couple of flashbangs just to ensure that the hostage taker couldn't grow another head. So I want to which things. You wouldn't believe it. Well, I do believe it because that sniper was awesome. Both of the hostages were unharmed, and one more badass cop has an award to go home with. The next video doesn't take us much farther from the last. Putnam County, Florida. That's right, we have another Florida man on our hands. Florida man and Florida cop. You know some rednecks are about to happen when they give you a county. Good old. This is a simple traffic stop. A police officer pulls over a car for having the wrong license plate on. This tag's on this car. What? No tag on why is there a tag on your truck? It's not registered on this truck. Don't even tell me that. I'm telling you now. You got a license on you? Yes, sir, I do. And you got the registration? Where you at? Where were you headed, buddy? Bro? You're headed to Lowe's? Yeah. Now, it's the next officer's line of questioning that is pretty interesting. They have the car, you know about guns, drugs, bombs, no? 22 people they're on the feet. That officer might as well have read off a list of everything that man had in his truck. But after a little small talk about drugs and whatnot, the officer notices something in the door of the vehicle. So when I search the car, am I going to find anything? So I can search it? I can search the car? So what are these dope baggies in this cigarette contract report? You use cocaine as well? No. I got heart attack. Okay. Well, what does that have to do with the 3 baggies with the white substance in that cigarette contract? Don't at all. How about for a moment? Yeah, sure. Listen, man, I don't want to take you to jail, but if you're not going to be honest with me, man, you're going to go to jail. No. Okay. So why don't you be honest with me? Is there any crack or cocaine in this car you need to tell me? No, sir. Okay, what's in that? Well, I don't think that's true. I don't believe that story, to be honest. No, I can fuck all that. That doesn't do anything for me.
Disrespecting you, dude.
So these little dumb baggies? Yeah.
I was nothing but polite.
Oh, yeah. I remember doing that. Weed? There's nothing in them. I guess the white stuff I saw was like dust or something. Oh, okay. It was just dust. Just a dusty old guy in a dusty truck.
The kid, I felt like I gave that kid a blast.
A little bit. Like search pockets?
I don't know. This is what you were talking about, right?
Damn, what's hard on this one? Then you might go all day. Hold multi long. Oh my goodness. Yeah, of course, man. Oh, you different back. No, it's fine, bro. Yeah, you know, we don't possess money. Like I said, I'll try to have some money. Hey, pretty confident with money.
Business, what are you doing?
Here, walk up here. The officer finds a bunch of cash on the guy, which isn't but the officer goes back to the suspect's truck to search it a little bit.
And if something was wrong, John would have come with us.
Mind you, it is a party in his truck. You're gonna find some interesting things. Yeah, you do got these little dumb bags everywhere. Please stand it.
Well, your dad, if he felt something was up, like if he didn't trust me or he trust Maggie or trust you,
Yeah, it is wrong. I know it smells.
like it was professional.
Yeah. What kind of pipe is this?
She said, "Don't talk to me unless you clean up your ass."
What's the methamphetamine pipe, sir? Well, looks like you are. Here's your weed. Listen, man, is there any meth in here? Just be real with me, brother. Listen, this is a meth pipe, okay? Yeah. There's methamphetamine in that, okay? So if you would just be honest with me, I will help you out. But if you do not be honest, man, you're not. When's the last time you smoked meth? He's got weed, meth, a firearm. We're missing something. This is part of it.
I didn't bring it up because it's not that big of a deal. And I brought it up to Maggie's mom because I felt like you guys handled it like badasses.
Yeah, it's good. What's that? $14.29. Stopped fire. Something just exploded in there. I'm 77. It went off on me. I don't know what it was, but yeah, 77 for now. I'm telling the airbag. What the f was that, man? Hey, come here, quiet. Go. Put your hands on your back. I don't want to. Yeah, which way? Sit right there. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. Did you look? What kind of no, you. What the hell was it? If I know, what the hell? You think I would know? What we have there was a chemical pipe bomb that went off in the officer's face. Yeah, that's something you don't see every day. The bomb had one end that was filled with chlorine, and the other end was filled with brake fluid. Someone's been reading that little cookbook that we all read when we were teenagers. As you can see, the dude was safe and armed on one side, so him trying to explain that away isn't happening, even though he tried to give a reason here. I'm telling the airbag. Oh, the pipe bomb's shaped airbag. See, that's one of the many reasons, kids, you shouldn't smoke meth. It completely destroys the part of your brain that thinks up lies to tell cops. We don't exactly know right now who that bomb was intended for. It really sucks for that guy that it had to go off in an officer's face. After the explosion, the officer placed the suspect under arrest and called for medical attention. The officer went to a medical center and was released, and our suspect, of course, is facing multiple charges and is being held without bail. So for our next video, we head to California, my favorite state in the United States, as you all know. All right, you guys know I can't pronounce shit. Ceres, Perry's, I'm thinking Ceres, guys. Let's go to the video. Ceres, California. May 10th, 2024, 11:38 a.m. 911 get the call about a crazy ass meth head waving a knife around outside of a family's house and is threatening people. Hot dog.
Sorry, someone's down to right in face. Come on, court, you know him. Yes or no? Do you know who he is? Yes or no?
Let me take a second to talk about that spicy ass dispatcher real quick. Speaking to her like that, you'd think she's talking to her own sister that she's fighting. Dispatchers do be spicy sometimes. Anyone in his backyard, but that's the police department K9. Come out with your heads up. Alexander, this is the Modesto Police Department K9 unit. You need to come out with your hands up. Turn it out. One of the officers eventually finds the suspect in an abandoned vehicle.
那个 I typed Walt Nugga and it was pretty cute, but it's Nugget. Dude, I just got a pretty angry text message from Sydney. What's going on here? Are you mad at me?
No.
Alright.
Can you do annoying stuff?
Maybe do another time. But I think it's more like, dude, she's getting at like I put them in danger. I didn't put anybody in danger. There's police officers there. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
okay, thank God, because okay, well, she hit me up. She hit me up and she's mad that I brought Sindel and Maggie to that thing. She's like, take them, and I asked Sindel and Maggie if I could, like, use the video that, like, that we recorded and, like, and document it. And they're like, yeah, absolutely. But she's like,
being part of that team. You were getting a lot out of being part of that team. And maybe you're like, yeah, I just want to do MMA and be part of that team. I don't want to be part of the jiu-jitsu. But the jiu-jitsu tournaments, do MMA fights, and be part of that team.
Yeah.
I think people have some frustration with you because you're kind of doing things however you want to do it. I think Sydney's frustrated because it's like you pick up a fight and you grab the girls to go down with you, and she was a little bit concerned for Sindell's well-being down there. Maybe not rightfully so, and maybe rightfully so. I don't really know. I wasn't there.
Dude, I would never put Cinderella in a situation that I thought that she would be in trouble. Like,
Sure, I know you would not.
I would never. I would, like, it's not even about that. Like, I'm not an idiot, you know? I'm not an idiot. And I understand social intelligence, I think, the most out of anything I understand in this world. And putting people in situations like that, I would never do. And I love those girls. And if I ever felt like they were being like hit on or like just like something like that would be different. But everyone was respectful that I shook hands with because they have to go through the athlete. They can say some shit to the coaches or whatever, but I'm the one that's like, hey, how you doing? Like up in their face, like me. I'm very social, right? So just like I don't know. I felt like it was really fun, and I felt like the girls had a really fun time, and we all had a fun time. It was fun. We got pho, we got food. Like we and Nate, there was one part there was a kid that was doing the super fight too before. And this is what I like this is the moment in life where like I think about like this is why I love what I do. Like jujitsu and love teaching and everything. The kid was in the middle of the octagon and he was like it was before, like maybe 30, 40 minutes before. And he was like crying. He was saying his dad was like he's really nervous. He This is his first time. He's never done this before. This is his first time. I was like, really? All right, word. I'll go warm up with him. He goes, what? He goes, I'll go warm up with him. So I went in there and I was like, hey, kid, how you doing? He's like, I'm all right. I was like, you a little nervous? Yeah, I'm a little nervous. So I stand him up. I'm like, all right, slap my hand. And I put my head on his head, and he knew exactly what to do. And we just started wrestling and started warming up, and like that was fucking way more satisfying than any fight, anything like that. Because I gave that kid some confidence, and he ended up going out there and winning. Like I hopefully gave him something. And like he asked, "Hey, where you train?" I go, Mass BJ Acton. And he was like, "Oh, I know that place. I'm from down there, Waltham area." I'm like, "Oh, whoa, wow, small world." And it's just like those kind of things. That's like more important, and that was like wouldn't have been able to do that if all these years and all the consistency with the teaching and actually giving a fuck, And that was really worth it. But yeah,
I think what's sad. Yeah, you should talk to her at some point. She's not.
I will.
I don't think when I talked, she came. She wasn't like mad at you. She just was like, I don't like that. I think it was a potentially bad situation. That people were being calling ring card girls, and like I get worried. Sindell's still young, and I think her thing was being protective of her. She's like, it's not that I don't care about Maggie. I just think Maggie's seen more of the world than Sindell. That was her take. She said Sindell wasn't upset about it, and she's like, maybe you and you talked to her, and Sindell was like, no, it's fine.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I talked to Chanel. Well, chill.
I think that again, I'm a little confused as to why you're taking jujitsu matches on short notice.
Yeah,
Training jujitsu. I don't. We just had a talk last week about not doing jujitsu tournaments, and then you call me and tell me you're doing a short notice jujitsu match.
yeah. They hit my line on Thursday, and they asked me, "Do you want to do this?" And I probably, I could have said no, but they the guy had pulled out and they needed somebody. Like it wasn't like, hey, do you want to do it's just it was like the last minute thing.
It doesn't. I don't care about them. I care about
when I put a team together, I want it to mean something when you do stuff. And it's not to say that it doesn't mean anything.
But it did feel less. I gotta say, you're right. Compared to like when you do those really, really, really every week you're with those same people every day. Yeah.
There's more that we get out of that than there is out of the moments of any one moment of competition. All the competition together adds up and it becomes a big thing in itself. But the years of training with our training partners for a shared purpose, for those moments that are bigger than just ourselves. And I would bet some of Sid's frustration comes from the fact that, and this is not something she said, but I bet it comes from the fact that you just up and took this thing, decided to do it without doing the tournament stuff, and grab Sindel and go down. It's like it's something that doesn't come off as well thought out. It comes off as impulsive.
Yeah, but if if I won, people would say something else,
I
So
wouldn't say anything.
I
Think
don't
it
know.
matters. I don't
I don't know.
care about whether you won or whether you didn't. It's again, I don't care
But
what
for
the
her,
end result. I don't care what the end result is. I care what the process is. You are. I mean, what would happen if would Gorilla Crew let you go do that?
well, if you're no, but if you're training with, I've been training with them like 2 or 3 weeks. If you were doing that for months and months and months, and then this happened, yeah, like I could maybe see that would be all right, but I haven't been, so that's fair.
I'm just saying, I again, I think as far as the jiu-jitsu stuff goes,
I
I
just
think you really have to think about it.
I'm just thinking about it like, okay, it's a cage, it's good experience, like getting out there, like them getting that adrenaline rush, getting used to that, but you're not getting punished in the head. Like that was
You're
like
right.
I
Yeah,
don't I
that's
don't
great.
get smacked in the head, but I'm getting the first of all, this guy's gonna come out and he's gonna come out just like he would for MMA. Like he did. He gave me that jolt and he just went for it, just like people do in MMA. And like I needed that. I want that feeling. So but I'm not studying for jujitsu. You're right. I'm studying for it.
But you went on, you represent Mass BJJ, but you didn't put the work in for it. You just showed up and you just did it. And you didn't even talk to me. I don't know what you said to Scott, but you didn't okay it with Scott. You just said you were doing it, I think, right? This is the kind of thing that
Yeah.
I have never, in all the years when I coached the MMA team and the competition team, those guys, every one of them, it didn't matter what the fight was. They all said, Nate, is this okay? Nate, I want to do this. Is this okay? No one took a fight or a jiu-jitsu tournament without asking me first. And I'm going to go back to that. I think it's going to have to go through Matt Arena for the jiu-jitsu tournaments and people competing. He's going to be in charge of that. He's running the competition team. The kids already have, the parents have to ask Tom. They already get the okay or not from Tom.
Yeah.
But no one's going to sign up for anything unless they get the okay. And it's going to be from Matt Arena for the competition team.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's important.
That
I
is.
spent a long time trying to build Mass BJJ into what it is, and it wasn't by just letting people go do whatever they want. And I get why you're doing it. What you're saying makes sense,
But it does.
but there's still a process to follow in a way that I want it done. That's good for the greater good.
Yes.
If everyone just picks things and signs up for them, we don't all help each other. We're just kind of doing our own thing. It's not a team. It's not a collectified, unified effort.
I see.
So
I 100% see that and understand that. Yeah. Because that's just like uniform. Like if one person does it, the other person won't do it. And if like that's bad example, because you're not growing with a team. But I love it. I
are you
love the
doing any
team.
better
I love the team. In what way?
personally? You're
Mm.
down last week when you called me. You're having a hard time.
Yeah, I'm doing better, but also like having moments where I'm slipping into it. But I am doing better because I'm figuring out like the balance of shit. I guess spending like getting spread thin thing off the mind, and really getting things like the kids classes, Jake's, in the cartel, like getting those whittled down and getting those sharpened has been uh, taking a lot of the stress off, or like the mind off the whole breakup thing. But it is a lot. It is a lot to be doing. Like, it is a lot to do.
What days are you with the cartel?
Monday and Wednesday,
What days are you at Jake's?
Monday, Wednesday, uh, Thursday, and then Friday for wrestling,
And what?
and then Friday night for wrestling. So it's weird because like the classes are just all over the place because I could stop in at MSBJ for a new class one time, but then I might work. So it's like work too is so sporadic. I have the days I work, but they might not be on every week, if that makes sense. So I have Tuesday, and Thursdays I work, but I might not have that every week. It might be one week will be just Thursday, and one week will be just Tuesday. One week, and then every week is Sunday too. So that's good. That's stable, but it's kind of like sporadic with all the work stuff, and that is not ideal.
I'm just thinking about your schedule and I like, I don't know. I think you're starting to alienate and lose your connection to people in SB today. That's what
Like with who?
I don't know. That's what I think.
Like
I don't think I think you're there teaching, which is fine. It's great for me. I worry about your connection with other people that feel like you're just wired, like you're off at all these other places, and they want you to be part of the team too.
I
You're
understand.
not training.
Yeah, but I'll talk to those people, and I've been talking to Leo, and I have to talk to Tom. Me and him talk, but it's more like where you like what's going on, not like a definite thing. It's and I've talked to Leo, Luis, maybe someone more like training partner I have to talk to. But
But even Luis, like,
Luis knows. He knows that I'm not like at Mass BJJ like training jujitsu anymore. Like for till the fight. And so does Leo. But
yeah,
I thought I see it as like people understanding, but some people definitely don't.
I, I don't think I don't think it's that. I just think like,
The vibe? Yeah.
no, I said I don't think it's that.
Yeah, but I think it might be the vibe that I'm putting off is that of me moving on, of me like being one
I
foot
don't
in,
think
one foot
people
out.
even care. I don't think people would care. Like, they want you to do what you have to do, I think.
That's it.
But I think people think that you're kind of in it for yourself and you're not in it for the team, is what I think is that. That's what I feel like. And I think that's where maybe Sydney's frustration is right now, right? Like, I was listening to her talk today, and when I heard her, I've heard Macarena talk before, and I think they feel like Javi's just going to do whatever it is for him, and he doesn't really care about the team. Like, well, why isn't he helping them get ready for, the tournament training?
Because yeah, that's I mean
Well, if you work Sunday, that's fine. But there are other days those guys are doing rounds, and well, does he care about Richard competing, or that Derek is competing, or that like the guys that he can train with?
Yeah, me and them
We're
and,
competing.
and Sam and stuff, like Sam knows and Derek knows. They know that right now I'm studying MMA and I want to do MMA. But I think they are confused why I'm jumping in these tournaments. And I explained to them I'm doing them so I can get out there and get
You
get the vi- get
you
the
can't keep doing that though. You can't keep doing that.
yeah.
You're kind of like it's. I think what they feel like is the hobby's just doing what he wants to do. He doesn't want to help us train for the tournament. He's jumping in and doing tournaments himself.
But
And
I'm jumping and doing it myself, but I'm also training when you're training too. Like I'm training jujitsu when you're training. It's just has to
you're
be
not.
it's not part of the team, but it's I'm
Does
so,
that make sense though? Why it's problematic when everyone else is being part of the team?
oh yeah, absolutely. But like how can you what are they gonna like banish me? like like
No, but
like I'm not like saying I
but
built
I
the team,
think
but like I feel like I've been I feel like I'm a root not in the team, but like in their in their lives. Like maybe not it's a team aspect, but like I'm gonna still show up if you have a competition and see you. And if we're competing at the same time or the same thing, maybe I don't know, like maybe I could see how if I'm wearing a Mass PGA shirt or something like that, or but yeah, I could see that. I could see that where it's like, yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm
he
just
wasn't
saying
here.
it's that you're not in there while they're getting ready for a tournament and they're all doing it together. And
I
then you're
understand.
just you're at three other gyms or two other gyms, and then a lot of them don't see you even come into the kids class, so they don't see. But they're just like he's, and then he goes and does a tournament like for himself and doesn't do any of the stuff with us. Like, I
Yeah,
think that
absolutely
I
right.
think you're kind of. I'm not telling you this to tell you this because I feel like you should know that that's probably where someone like Sydney's frustration. So
Well, for her, I do like I don't have like resentment or anything, but jujitsu. My mind. That's on my mind. I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't think I'm getting the best jujitsu training, but I think I'm getting good striking and I'm getting good MMA training. But I'm missing my jujitsu. I'm missing my what I did for so long, so much. You know, like it's not alone so much. I never get to sit down for an hour and listen to instructions of a move anymore. Like it's all like, you know what I'm saying? It's just Jake will show stuff. He shows us like 3 or 4 different options, and then he shows a sequence, and he throws different options in on what you can do. But it's faster and more MMA based, which isn't bad, but it's not. I miss jiu-jitsu.
Well, I would say if you're going to be doing this MMA thing, try it. At the end of this, you get a fight, and you're going to have to probably rethink your schedule on what you want to do. And see, you're right. What worked? What didn't work? What's sustainable in the long run? What's not?
Yeah,
I never have a problem with someone that is like, listen, I want to do this fight camp. I got to put the work in to do that. At
yeah,
the end of this, if you're like, yeah, I'm going to keep doing these days, then it doesn't really make sense for you to even be at Mass BJJ if you're just going to be there. How many days a week did you train at the school last week? Once?
yeah. Train at the school, but I'm there every day. Yeah,
I know you are. I know you are. And that I appreciate. But like you said, it is going to stretch you too thin. And at that point, if you're like, I'd rather focus on this MMA for the next few years, maybe that is what you should do. You know?
yeah. I know, Nate.
And like, to what extent? What do you want out of that? Like,
I just
you're,
what do I want out of the MMA career? I just
you
Nate,
know,
truth. Well, this is the thing that sucks. Is like, or sorry, Nate, you continue.
actually, I asked you. That's what I asked you. That's the question. What do you
Well,
want out of it?
what do I want? I just want, to be honest, I want to be able to have a great fight career, like really try as hard as I can, see how far I can make it, turn around and come home to you guys, like and like come and like and be like, hey, Scott, wasn't that really cool? Like you see all this shit, like and just come back and enjoy jujitsu. Like I want to have the MMA, but then do it, like know that, like, hey, I can still train, I can still do all the things I love to do, but you know, like, not have that stress of, is this gonna be like it's gonna be like the last time, like not having the stress of like, am I gonna get knocked out in this fight, you know? That's like the main thing, is like just being able to have a good career, enjoy it, get my name out there, get exposure, get a lot of experience, so then I can use that and be a good coach myself. And hopefully by that point, 30, 35, like, or 30, like, have like a good established, like, maybe there's a gym, maybe there's not a gym, maybe there's like personal training, maybe I'm a chef, like whatever it is, I have an established name. That's like that's what I want out of all this. Like, I want to, like, I understand MMA is not one of those things. It's a not a means to end, but it's a vessel. It's not the end all be all. It's, you get in and you get out, and I'm gonna enjoy it, and I really like it. But I understand it. I don't. I'm not like the Khabib of this shit. I understand what I can do, what I'm gonna do, and what I want to do with it. And that's to have fun, is to get as really good as I can be, is to train with the best people I can train with, push myself mentally, and really just be the best I can be, right, Nate? Like, that's like all I want. But at the end of it, to be at a point where, wow, that guy's really respectable. Like, he had a good, he knows all these things. To look back and say, wow, like, look at all the places I've trained, look at all the people I've met, like all the people I've rolled with, all the people I've fought, like all the people I competed against, all the work I put in. Like, but you're missing like who's that with, and I don't know. I really don't know who that's with. You know, I kind of really I know that the people at like I honestly the people at the cartel are like they're more solid than the people at Jake's. I feel like, you know, because
As in what?
they're just more fucking consistent. Like they're there, and there's a guy named Freddie, and Freddie only goes to that gym, and he only goes to his jujitsu gym, and he's the CES champion, he's the Cage Titans champion, and he's in this all amateur champion, and he's about to go pro, and he's only been training at the cartel for like 2 or 3, I think 3 years now, and he's like, dude, you don't need 3 or 4 gyms, you need just this. And he's like, figure out your home gym, and you're gonna be fine, you know.
I actually think that's pretty good advice.
And
I think you are stretching yourself a little bit with all of this.
that's what he said.
And you may say it's maybe it's Jake's if you just want to do MMA, and that Jake's gym is your home gym for, you know, and you go to the cartel and you do that. I think you have to figure that out.
Yeah, yeah. But I really, yeah.
I'm not pushing you away saying that. I'm not
No,
saying it to push you away.
that is never ever a thought. Man.
Um,
You're just being like, I can hear it in your voice. You're just being like, dude, like, trying to, is this gonna be what's best for you? You know, like, is this gonna make it like not easier, but is this gonna help you be where you want to be, and
well, I think what
not be
you're
so
giving
stressed.
up is you got one foot in. Well, now your problem is that you're just, as you said, you're late for this, running out of this. You're just,
But if I,
it's you that's getting affected, not me. But again, this is affecting me in a bad way.
no,
You're
I know.
teaching, I like seeing you every day. It's good.
But am I getting better?
Is it the best for you? Is it going to make the best of it? Right? I think about this a lot when I'm coaching people, like, you know, what is going to be, you know, I've always had Chris Chapman. Chris Chapman went down to Papers to work on a lot of his striking, because they're really good strikers down there, right? So we did all this jiu-jitsu, because I'm on the here, but we went to striking down there, and some MMA rounds down there as well. And we kind of these things time, kind of the same page on what they're doing. Jimmy would go down to Jones, train those guys down there. Greg Lavello, and then Chuck was down there at the time, you know. But we'd set up the days where we'd go down there, we'd do all the training and build it all around it. We'd build this game plans, the strength and conditioning, everything.
Yeah.
Peggy had to bring Tara in. Like, I didn't know Tara at that point. I knew who she was because they were like a 5'11" number. You know, strong. I mean, a bunch of guys that were small enough to go with her, but I needed to find women so she would kind of push herself with women. So I brought Tara again because I know from the kickboxing, sure, kickboxing fights and see her. You know, everybody that we needed to bring people in for, we brought people in for. So all of that is designed to kind of build teams around those people and like it's also designed so that everything we have a resource once we put in that money. I think you should really think about that. I think,
Well, we're all in this with Jake, so like
what's that?
we're all in this with Jake, so like I think for this one, Jake should take the wheel. But the next one, if there's a next one, I don't even plans.
I don't care who takes the wheel. I just think you should think about how you build a team around where you're not getting stretched.
I think yeah. But the people at Jake's are actually like I don't know describe it. Like some of them are experienced, some of them are really experienced, some of them are, you know, like all over the board. You know, some of them don't even have it, right? You know, so like
I think that
you're training with them and you're like not confidence wise, but like I don't know how to describe it. Like I just feel like even when I'm training with Ilya, even when I'm training with Ilya's brother, I guess maybe it's because Scott's there. Maybe it's really because Scott's there. But I feel like, nah, we got it. We know, like, wow, we're still getting better. Like, this isn't bad. Like, we're not doing a bad job. You know, like, sometimes there I'm like, dude, what are we doing? Are we doing the right job right here? Like, I don't know.
with what?
Like, Scott will always explain it to a T, and sometimes I have to ask questions because they don't explain it sometimes. You know, so. Maybe it is nice that Scott talks a lot and I want to rush along too much. Maybe I do it more. But yeah,
All right. Well, I think you should think about stuff where you're not getting stressed or something. Stuff that's all. You, I think that you have a lot of potential in a lot of ways.
how do I change?
You want it all too fast.
Yeah, yes, you're absolutely right.
And this is a problem.
I know it's a problem. I know it's slow it down.
You're not going to like what I have to say. I think you jump into things without I think the best thing you did was that fight. And it didn't go the way you wanted. I get it. And I think the lesson you learned from it was I need to go find more. I need to go train all these different places with these fighters. And now you're like running around trying to please Tyson's group, trying to please Jake's group, trying to please Scott, myself, whoever is here, trying to please everybody and juggle this all. And then in the middle of it is here's a jiu-jitsu tournament, sign up for that. Here's this little thing here, sign up for that. Here's this, you're doing all this stuff. And you're lacking focus and purpose in what you're doing. And you had that training camp for your fight. Leo put in a ton of work. Scott put in a ton of work. All those guys. And it didn't go the way you wanted. And I think, again, I think you took that losses and I have to do things differently. And you're doing it differently right now. I don't think it's a way different.
And again, yeah, I don't think I have to do things differently. I just thought like, okay, like I gotta be around like the active fight. You know?
Okay. Not a problem.
Not a big switch.
Say that's not. I agree with that. But now you're the extra guy in the room. Now you're the extra guy in the room. And Tyson's, and you're not really in the room. You're Scott, Leo, and all those guys. And you kind of put yourself on the back seat of everybody. You're the 15. Who do you think Dylan's going to spend more time with? You or Jake? Okay. You're not the priority there. Who do you think Tyson's going to spend more time with? You or Rob?
Well,
You're another guy. It's need to be another guy in the room somewhere. It's not about him. What you roll was on to this part of the Tyson's what you go to kicks. But if you're the extra guy in all three of those rooms, and that's the majority of your training, you don't have a Scott. You don't have a Leo. You don't have that person just looking out for you.
yeah.
And there's a lack of focus in your training. So you get tough rounds a lot. You don't have that strength and conditioner coach. You don't have the Scott. You don't have the Novak. You don't have all those people that. And I'm not saying it has to be Scott or whatever, but you need, if you wanted to really push them, you need those coaches. You know, right?
Yeah.
You need someone to really build around you. I think that you're totally not wrong. More players in the room for you. It's a good situation.
So if I just, Jake Bernard describes Jake just like that, you know, just like a stock. And Jake does seem like he cares about it, but he's a busy man, you know. So just like, would that be a good room? I think that would be a good room to be in if I could just be there, you know.
I think that's what you have to figure out is where you're gonna, right? Like what's gonna be, where can you get the real coaching, the real everything, and get a team around you that focuses on you, and not just be the extra guy in the room. And it's, you know, it's, at the end of the day, if you just become an extra guy, you're gone so much out of that people day. You have a lot of energy and commitment in on you. I would say you still do because people like you, and you're a big part of the school, and a big part of the school since you've been there. But if you stop being a part of it, you're gonna lose the being a person in the room. That's usually good. You'll just be another person in school like that. It's very guy that just shows up and it's not. It's good to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you're gonna have to figure out when you want to take your commitment. Again, I think about the people like the Chris's and like my coworkers and like those people that
Yeah, that's why I don't. This well, not just because of them, but like because of the kiddos too. Because like because of the people I've been around, they're just too already in my life, and they're going to be in my life, and that's just how it's going to be. You know, so
You have to be in their life. Does that make sense?
that's why
You have to
that's
be in
why
their life. If you're going to choose that, and I mean that for Jake School. If you want the attention that if you want that kind of attention from Jake, that Jake gets, you have to be in his life.
yeah,
You dip your hands in there every once in a while. He's not gonna give you that kind of attention.
absolutely, absolutely.
If your hands in and that's BJJ, again, you're teaching other kiddos for me. I'm happy with it. I'm not running the team. I'm not running the competition team. I'm running the school. And you're doing what okay on the day. You know, well, you're not there, Chris. You know, you say you see Chris. Okay, that's good. You see him left then.
What about Michael? Yeah,
There's more people than them there. Though.
yeah. Like what about like
You are a big part of school. I mean, you know why I would hear from yeah, there's one right now. CS guy, but that's CS. Since you thought, what was the guy that wants the event?
Michael Ray?
Like, because he sold the most tickets by far. When's he fighting? He sells the most tickets. Why do you sell the most tickets? Because you're a big part of Massachusetts. Massachusetts is a huge school. It's people that you want in your school.
Yeah.
And you need to be around people that don't do well that are fighters as well. I get that. Like, the rest of your life, being around snacks full of people might not be a bad thing.
That's why I'm so like not just important, but it's important, you know?
It's a great network. It's a great network.
Yeah.
I got my first job. I was on 50 million.
That's
The guy hired me. The guy hired me when he had no business hiring me.
I know.
No finance background. But he was like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm doing jiu-jitsu and you're here every day and like I want to hire you. It changed my life. It helped me learn how to run a business. It helped me learn how like he taught me so many things about that changed how I ran.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in a different way. I'm like to figure out. Making sure you don't.